Hello there. My name is Tom Hunt, and I'm actually Executive Administrator of 122 Ministries. And you're watching this video because you've got an interest in a mission trip that we have coming up in January of 2017. And that's what this video is all about, is to give you some more information in a real quick way. And by no means is this all the information. You can contact us, one of the board members or myself or whoever directed you to this video to watch, to fill in and get more information. So I'm going to show you just some screens on my computer here that are going to come up. There we go. 122 Ministries, if you haven't heard of us. We have been around since March of 2012, where we started a charity then in 2012, and really came from a verse that's meant a lot to me for many years, James 1:22, that says, "Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourself, but do what it says." And really the driving force of what we do is that we want to be an instrument of God's grace, reaching out to genuine need with the grace, love, compassion, and generosity of Jesus Christ. And so what we actually do are three major things. It's three-faceted ministry. Number one is what this video is all about, and that is lead mission trips to introduce people to the suffering world with the intent of bringing awareness and sustainable desire and support for long-term missions. Secondly, we support national pastors and workers to enable them to concentrate on God's calling instead of having multiple jobs to provide for their families. Currently, we have 10 full-time pastors who are engaged in our behalf in Cuba, and we have, I think it's 6 or 7 different workers also engaged in Cuba who work on our behalf in that country. And then thirdly is to provide safe, clean drinking water to those in need as a means of sharing the living water. It's not just a humanitarian reason why we do this, but the churches down there that we work with who build these, who get paid for building these, place them into homes, and they get to share the gospel message as they do that, continue to build a relationship with these people as time goes on. So those are the three main things that we do. Specifically, back in 2011, I had the privilege of leading a team to Costa Rica. I'm in the middle with a little bit of an orange shirt coming through there, with Wilbur just to our right as we look at the picture. And Wilbur is from Costa Rica. It is his driving force that actually took us down there in 2011. What we did is we helped build a church, similar to what we'll be doing this time. And these are some pictures of that church that we built. And this is us giving Pastor Johnny in the green, great man of vision. In fact, he has the vision of us building this church right now for an indigenous First Nation kind of people. This is him praying over the $9,000 that we gave him, and it went to good use. It was really neat to see that church building being finished. Eventually, we went down the year after that, did a day camp to help them reach their community for Jesus. Here's what our team spent most of our time doing, and that was building a septic hole. It took a lot of work. As you can see, there's a lot of big rocks and gravel in that. And then this is us kind of digging it with pick and shovel and wheelbarrows, wheeling barrel through mud, putting that inside on the floor of the church. Then we went and collected some rocks on a riverbed so they can put that in the septic tank itself. And so specifically to this trip, let me just go and share another screen here for a minute. And that is a screen here of Costa Rica. And here's Costa Rica. Let me just zoom out for a minute for those of you who don't know where Costa Rica is. Central America, as we just kind of back out, there's Florida, Mexico, and we just zoom in here to Costa Rica. And as Wilbur has told us, let me just move this a little bit, we will be up in this area right here, which borders right along the Panama and Costa Rica border, and it's up in the mountainous area, and Pastor Johnny is the one that works with these people down there and has identified where it is that we can go. Let me show you some pictures of actually, oh, sorry, I went to the wrong screen. Some pictures of the folks down there as well. Wilbur just got back not too long ago with these pictures for us. And this is their church building that they have currently, and just kind of reinforced with bamboos. And on the ceiling is some tin, some steel roof. But as you can see, the sides have no way of keeping out the weather elements at all. And so sometimes if it's raining hard, too hard, or so forth, you can't have church. In fact, over here is some plastic that used to be their roof, and plastic now is used on the sides in some cases when there was some weather coming on. So this is what they have now, a very passionate people for Jesus Christ, and we just want to go and down there and bless on them and provide a building and some land for them. Just some random kind of pictures. So there'll be some electrical work being done, some cement work. We got to pour that whole floor as well, and so forth. So a very colorful people group in the clothing that they wear. It's really neat to see them as we've been down before. So let me go back to our presentation here. January 14th to the 22nd, 2017, that should say, is a land purchase of $8,000. There's actually about a 3-acre parcel of land that is for sale, and we're going to be buying 8,000 of that land. And there's a group of young people, part of their fellowship down there, that's going to pay $4,000 for the other piece of that 12,000. So 8,000 US, and then all the building materials are roughly around 6,000. Roughly about a 35 by 50 size building is what we will be building. The definite plans on what that building will be constructed of and how, we don't have that totally yet, but around $6,000. And so what we're looking for is a commitment from 16 people. We've just kind of opened this up to allow some of the guys were asking if their wives could come. And we've actually had a couple other women who were asking if they could come. Is this open to women? And we really felt that maybe God's saying to us, you know what, there's a need down there too for some women to go along, to work alongside the women who are cooking, and possibly we're looking at doing a day camp as well. We've got lots of time to figure that out. So of the 16 people or so, we are looking for a commitment by the end of March, which means that you're committed to bring in at least $1,000 by the end of June so that we can buy that land and get things moving so that we know that that land is there by the time we get down there. And then the rest of the remaining money, the $1,400 or so, depending on the price of the flight per person by the end of November, or at least some of that might be needed when we go and purchase the airline ticket. 122 Ministries isn't, got this huge substantial amount in the bank to go ahead and put that out. So that's why we asked for that. So in a nutshell, going down January 2017, a group of guys with some women who are going to work alongside as well, to build a church, to provide all the funds for this piece of land and all of the building supplies so that this church can go and reach their community for Jesus Christ. We're hoping that this has given you enough information so you can make a good decision. If not, again, you can contact me, Tom Hunt, by cell phone, by email, ask around, you'll get it, go to our webpage, you'll see that information there. Our webpage is 122ministries.org. And let's see how big of a team that we can put together and how quickly we can do this. So just want to thank you for dropping by and watching this video. I appreciate your time, and if you need anything else, just contact me. Thank you. Take care. Bye now.